Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today, gonna be a match between Clem and Solar here on Hardwire. From DreamHack Last Chance, top right it is Clem, bottom left it is Solar. Now, this is from DreamHack Last Chance, which means it's a Patreon game. For those of you who support me at patreon.com/FalconPaladin, for at least $1 a month. This is going to be posted before Katowice on that site, and it's going to be posted on YouTube in the month of March. So, thank you very much for supporting me, Patreon people. I really do appreciate it, and if you want to support me without using Patreon, you can as well. Alright, so I've got a PayPal address, falconpaladin@gmail.com. We also have the join button down below. So if you want to support me through YouTube, a site that you're already familiar with, you can. And let's get right on into it here. 16, 18, 17 here from Solar. No big surprise. And what looks like to be one Rax expanding here from Clem. Overlord's checking for proxies. Clem's not doing that stuff. The interesting thing about this game, I like the younger players playing against the more established ones. Solar's been around for much longer than Clem has. Solar's very, very good at like offline cups. He's also very capable of getting into the round of 16, round of 8 in Premier tournaments, but him getting into the round of 4 is just not something you can never really count on. He's very, very good. He will win these offline events quite consistently. But when it comes to the ESL stuff, when it comes to the Premier stuff, he can't quite keep up at that level. And I mean, there's no shame in that. It's really hard to do. But if Clem's going to be somebody who's going to beat players at Katowice, he's got to start with Solar here, right? This is kind of the boss before the end boss. So Reaper cruising out. This Reaper, it's a visual Reaper name, kind of. It's a tank. It's an ASCII tank. And it says President Bob. He's building an army. This tank and Bob are against removing the dislike button. Copy and paste this all over YouTube if you are with us. So I'll put a link, well, I'll just put the entire ASCII art thing in the description of this video and you can copy paste it if you want. This is President Bob, though, coming in. He's against the removal of the dislike button, but I don't think that's ever coming back. Anywho, Reaper trying to get some stuff done. Queen says, get on out. This is my front door. This is my neighborhood. Hellion pressure on the follow. Starport, maybe for a Viking, maybe for a Liberator, maybe for a Banshee. A lot of options from Terran in this situation of what you're going to do to try to slow down the Zerg macro, because Solar's macro is insanely good. Again, you don't get to the round of 8 in a Premier StarCraft tournament if your macro is bad. So obviously, amazing stuff here. Now look, Clem is very capable of taking down Raynor, right? Some of the matches he's had with Raynor have been insanely good. Raynor, potentially, I mean, maybe technically a better Zerg player than Solar is. But they have different styles, right? Raynor's from the Europe and Solar's Korean, so maybe Clem's style of TVZ won't work as well against what Solar is going for here. So we'll keep an eye on that. In our traditional little double Hellion Reaper push. Wow, really? Okay. Going all the way in here. You're going to lose. Okay, once you lose one of the Hellions, and then you lose the Reaper because you're on creep. And, oh, hang on. Reaper's not dead yet. I mean, oh, Reaper's alive. Nope, Reaper dead. All right, so Reaper's dead. Hellion's got 4 total kills, but interesting. A YOLO Hellion play at 3 minutes, sub 4 minutes there. The Overlord comes in and says, you don't have a 3rd command center yet. So that tells me more aggression, but it's a little bit weird that you kind of blew those Hellions, right? Like, 0 drones died there. 0 drones died. Well, I don't know about this from Clem. Like, I mean, Clem is the higher ranked player in a Ligulac, so you'd expect him to win this thing. But, I mean, at this level of StarCraft, there's no guarantees about anything in any one match especially. Like, any one match, sure. Anyone in the top 20 can beat anybody outside of the top, or in the top 20. But when you try to beat somebody, 3 out of 4 times, or 5 out of 7 times, or 4 out of 7 times, well, I'm not doing this right. But Liberator coming around the backside. 3 out of 5 times, 5 out of 7 times, and 7 out of... I blew it again, guys. It's fine. Did they just kill this Liberator? No, it's here. Where are you going, Liberator? You're freaking me out. At the very least, forcing Queens and Spores to respond to this stuff. Very, very annoying. If you don't remember... okay, we're going to siege here so we don't just F2A move out of there. Fair enough. If you remember, there was a time when Liberators were setting up all over the place and they were just causing all sorts of damage to Zerg. So what they did is they reduced the unburrow time for Spores to help them respond to the Liberator in the situation, because Queens were just not going to be enough. Liberator range was too far. Queens, sometimes there were angles where they couldn't hit them at all, and Spores had to be brought in. Anyway, building a third base. Oh, inside the wall here is Clem. Going to upgrade that to an orbital, then probably move it out. Marines, Stim, Medivacs. All is well in Clem's side of the world. Solar fourth base timing now, I would say. I'm going to give him a now time to get a fourth base. Spread and creep down this way to prepare for it. Or maybe here. Kind of a hot fourth base location, too. Not out of the question here on Hardwire. Hardwire. Oh, good snipe. Sniping a creep tumor there. Hot stuff. Faux show. Alright, so floating the command center over. We got SCVs mining. Long distance mining temporarily, but not forever, because command center's on the way. That said, Solar's making 26 Zerglings, y'all. He's got a lot of lings out. This is aggressive numbers of lings. This is not defensive numbers of lings. This is maybe Baneling bust numbers of lings, because he does have a Baneling nest. He's working on centrifugal hooks, but it's not anywhere near done yet. And then the attack comes in. Oh, this is the fourth base from Solar. That is a cancel. If I saw one. And, oh, he got the kill. That's not even a cancel. Brutal stuff, man. Solar. And then just unloading in the main base because you don't have a Spire yet. So let's unload and maybe kill his Queen real quick. Run, Queen! Lings jumping on it. This is just, again, it's a matter of seconds. God, that Widow Mine fired. Oh, it's here. What a weird place for a Widow Mine. You can't even see that. I was like, where's that Widow Mine? Did it die? No, it got picked up. Clem saved it. What a boss. What an absolute boss. All right, man. So 1, 2, 3, fourth base from Solar getting replanted. Delayed pretty substantially, but, you know, can make a comeback here. Doesn't mean it's the end of the world. This is where Clem starts. This is where really... nice split, actually, by Solar. Clem start causing some problems. What the heck is killing... Oh, the Liberator came back. Ended up getting 3 kills and then destroyed by a Spore. All right, fair enough then. Okay, 21 Banelings coming up. You have a tank here? You don't have a tank at the third base. This Widow Mine's on cooldown. Oh, no. Oh, no. Go! What are you doing? Why did you stop? Okay. I guess maybe he was busy elsewhere, but... Golly, SCV, 8 SCVs down. Some Hellbats taking some big-time shots there, too. 8 SCVs down. A couple supply depots down there, too. Clem is not supply blocked. And Solar rebuffed the attack on the other side there, too. Widowmine getting picked out of the ground. Suddenly, Solar's looking good. I gotta say, if I had to put money on this game when it started, I would have not said that I think Solar's going to win this thing. I think Clem's probably the favorite. But, you know, Solar doing some awesome stuff here, nevertheless. I gotta say I'm impressed thus far. I cast a lot of Solar, right? Part of the Africa World... Africa World, bam, invitationals that I cast out on africatv.com with Laughing Games every couple of weeks. We invite Solar fairly often. And like I said, on those all 9 cups, he's amazingly good. Dude, this Widow Mine. Alright, this is really just kind of more interested in going after supply depots to an extent. Pretty good splits, and then the Widow Mine connects on the rest of those Banelings. 6 kills on that one. Whoa! Okay, I don't like doing this, but I'm doing it. What happened here? While the Banelings were rolling in, trying to supply block Clem. Hilarious. Then disengage. Ah, okay. So Clem just didn't pick up because he was too busy microing on the other side. That's what happened. All right, this is not good for the young Clem here. The Italian stallion. Wait, no, he's French. I get those mixed up. All right, I'm old. Continuing to push in. Oh, big time Widowmine hit. 10 kills on that one. Rainer's the Italian stallion. Clem is French. Do we have a nickname for Clem? I don't know that we do, but dude, this third base is in trouble too. Solar, are you kind of just winning this game right now? Yes, absolutely, Falcon, I am. Thanks for asking. Dude, are you serious right now? Dude, okay, killing this planetary might just be a straight up GG scenario. Good Widowmine hit. 16 kills on that Widowmine. The Lings are working on +2 attack. They don't have Adrenal yet, obviously. The Infestation Pit is on the way. And yeah, just killing as many SCVs as you can, going after supply depots, trying to keep Clem maybe supply blocked a little bit. Army value is 65 to 52 in favor of the Terran, but my gosh, does Solar know about this? He does. He knows about this 12 o'clock base. He just didn't really make a move for it, and I feel like there was an opening to do so for sure. This is Solar just kind of Ling Bane bullying Clem here. Income tab says all of the Zerg income advantage right now. Clem is in a lot of trouble. He might call down some mules at the third base, but there's no income from it right now, which seems problematic. Got more Banelings ready to cruise on in there at a moment's notice. Yeah, here we go. One Ling comes in. This Widowmine just casually... No one's bothered him today. He just keeps getting kills off. And attacked on the left side. This is a fairly small attack. A bit of a desperation attack here, but it's not going to accomplish anything. It's going to clear out some creep, force Solar to respond to it, and then pick up and get out. And the Banelings roll into the third base again! Oh my gosh, so many dead SCVs today. And look, I know I usually say Terran is not dead until they're dead, but that is 31 SCVs killed in the first 11 minutes. And Clem's like, all right, I got to get some damage done. Solar's expanding like a madman over here. His Lurker Den is not done yet. If he gets Lurkers out before Ghosts are ready to go, it's going to be very difficult for Clem to win this thing. This group gets found, and with the attention again is elsewhere. Okay, the pickup comes a little bit late. Not as clean as it should be, but you know, the pickup didn't not happen, which is definitely a bonus here. Dude, it's 192 to 162 supply. Are you kidding right now? Well, Spores ready to defend against the incoming attack in the main base. Well placed on those Spores, but this thing's going to bleed to death. Attacked on the right side. Liberator. Okay, it's dying all base, all mining at Solar's 5th base here, but gosh dang, that is so many Lings. Oh, then he unloads high ground. All right, some Banelings sniping from the high ground there is hot stuff. And if there aren't any Banelings, it's hard to dislodge. Oh, there you go. The Banelings connect. This Liberator's casually got 8 kills, but Lings on the bottom side, Lings on the top side. And then he runs down. He's still over here on the left side. He gets 9 drone kills pretty darn quickly. Unloads on this little high ground position here. But a Queen, I'm going to snipe down one of the medevacs. The other, oh, that Marine, there's no room for him in the medevac. Dead. This gets cleaned up. There's some, I guess, you know, some drone kills there. 165 to 156 supply. Clem's reestablished his third. His 4th base is rolling happily here. That said, Solar's got his bottom right base rolling, still at 82 workers, still at a pretty intense overall income advantage over the last 10 minutes of this match, and it's only 13 minutes in so far. This is insane. Like, this is honestly crazy times. Marines pushing down this right side. Got some Widowmines in the mix. Liberators denying all mining at the 4th, 5th base. Nice Widowmine hit there. Dude, Adrenal would be super useful. Clem is refusing to die, as Terrans always do. Throwing up a little parasitic bomb to try to get rid of this Liberator. That's not working out. Liberators versus Lurkers has always been a traditional thing for sure. My gosh, this is such a good TVZ. Is Clem... Okay, Clem's suddenly up 170. 177 to 168 supply. The Lurkers are not enough, but they do whittle down a lot of the HP on these dudes, and not enough of them can fit inside the medevacs, and a lot of them die. That was huge. Trying to drop inside the main base is not going all... I mean, Clem's doing what he can with his units down on this left side. 8 kills, 5 kills, 4 kills. I mean, he's just abusing this high ground. Okay, finally it ends. Solar's long national nightmare ends here. He needs to get some aggression done on the other side of the map now. Also, and I know I say this a lot, but adrenal glands would be amazing to get here. You know, considering the fact that you got 80 lings, and you're making more of them. My gosh. Clem, you madman. He's got the Widow Mines, obviously. He's trying to throw down a 5th base here, too. What an absolute boss this kid is. Look at what he's doing here. Widow Mines trying to connect. Marauder absorbing a lot of that damage. Tanks fire and bat, not taking any damage from anything. Just kidding, I jinxed it. The Lings jump on top of the siege tanks, take them down. Nice abduct on that Liberator. Hydra's finishing it off here. So Hydraling Bane shenanigans to some extent. Banelings, once again, just very happy. And okay, decent Baneling connect there. Not enough to actually one-shot those SCVs. They're a little bit tankier than maybe you want them to be. Dude, this 2-kill Widow Mine? Not everything. 185 to 147 supply. Can Solar come out on top here? I feel like Clem's done a fantastic job getting back into this game in a way that I think many other Terran players would have not been able to. Solar's been on the back foot for quite some time. I guess he did do that little bathing attack into the 3rd base. He feels comfortable attacking there for sure anyway, but oh, watch this income tab go as these mules start popping more and more minerals in. Oh, it goes down. What the heck? I don't understand the income tab sometimes. Trying to expand left side Solar at the 9 o'clock. This Marine's like, I got it. Hold on. I can handle this. No. Adrenal Glands on the way. And Nidus is coming in here too. And what the heck is killing drones and where? Guess a Widow Mine drop here would be my guess. Put these drones back to work, Solar. You can do it, man. And he does. All right. Taking a deep breath right now. Check out falconpaladin.store. That's the whole website. You can get shirts and hoodies and mugs. I think we got a Terry the Overlord mug if you're interested in that. I don't do a lot of Terry the Overlord on the StarCraft 2, do I? But guess who had time to get ghosts out? Clem did. falconpaladin.store. We ship anywhere on Earth you can buy with your own local currency, which is fantastic too. But yeah, check it out at falconpaladin.store. Adrenal finished. Solar just unlocked a lot more damage on his Zerglings, which is nice because he's got a lot of them. He's got 71 Zerglings right now. It's 3-3 upgrades for the Marines, Marauders, and Ghosts. Obviously, they're all three going to be extremely critical and crucial to him winning this game. Oh, hang on. Army coming to respond. Back in the Nidus. Run! And this Marine, too. Given an impossible task of killing a hatchery all by himself. It's not impossible. It's just très difficile. Okay, that Nidus gets sniffed out instantly. So, I mean, these aren't free. It's about 50 gas per Nidus worm. So, I mean, that could be Banelings. That could be Hydralisks, you know. What are these things? Why? Yeah, they went back in there for reasons I can't quite fathom. But 90 to 81 workers, this is turning into an epic match. Like, I don't know. I'm not convinced yet, but it's got all the makings of one. And Clem games often are quite epic. So 9 o'clock base dies from Solar. Nice attack there via Clem. If Solar's going to win this thing, I think he needs to start killing bases, which he hasn't done. He hasn't killed one yet. Been pretty happy to allow Clem that mining. He's killed SCVs at the 3rd base, yeah, but not anywhere else. I think he's trying to get a Nidus up inside the main base of Clem, but he's got a handful of Marines defending and a couple missile turrets to prevent that. Love that play. And then Clem's expanding over here down this left side too. So this is getting dicey. Solar had a nice lead for a bit there, and then Clem just held on and held on. Took the fight to Solar over and over and over again, and it's been a really tough time going since. Dude, that ghost count, though. 20 ghosts are out. 4 command centers at a time in production. You know, throwing up a Nidus Worm in range of a planetary is a difficult situation to... He could have built it here. Alright. Solar maybe taking the attack right now. Actually throwing up a wall of changelings so the retreat is covered, which is hilarious. He does actually manage to get a Nidus up. Marines, gonna take it down. Marines with stim and +3 attack. Are you enough to kill the Nidus before it comes up? No, but close enough. Actually, with the SCV support, absolutely, yes. Another Nidus in range of a planetary. Solar, come on, man. Dude, huge connections. Fungals on those ghosts would be incredibly sick too here from Solar, but he's not really going... Well, he's not going the Infestor route at all. It's going to be Viper, Lurker, Hydroling, Bane, which has been kind of the traditional setup lately, right? For ZVT. And, nope, got sniped out. 9 o'clock base going to die for Solar. Again, Death of a Base Part 2. And this is where I wanted him to put this initially. And that is hidden. Ooh, that's a sneaky Nidus place. I like it a lot, actually. I like it very much. Ooh. Widowmine connections. Okay. So where are you going to go with this? He really wants to kill this top left planetary. Uh-oh. And maybe this 12 o'clock one too, because why not? And then while you're worried about all that, dude, these Widowmines though. Solar's... Okay, that was a good split. I was going to say, Solar splits are not as good as somebody like Raynor and Serals or Darks or Rogues are, but... They're not bad. Dude, all of a sudden, there's Lurker attacks everywhere. There's Ling attacks in the main base. They're going to snipe down that Ghost Academy. They've got +3/+3 and Adrenal. They're full cracklings right now. They finally clear out the attack over here at the 12 o'clock, but that planetary does go down. And then the Lings burrow. They force a scan out. Dude, this base just died. What? Solar rampaging right now, proving... He has what it takes to get rid of these young bucks. He Baneling busts this planetary. Solar's got a bank that Clem can't handle right now. And I know, again, Terrans are not dead until they're dead. He finally clears out all those Lings, but this attack is rolling. The Viper's not quite sure what to do with itself other than getting EMP'd and sniped. That's exactly what happened there. 33 SCVs die. The extra orbitals do help with income, even if your SCVs are dying. So if we look at the income tab, it is definitely favoring Solar at the moment, but the ability to call down a bajillion mules with these extra orbitals that we're seeing here is going to be good, but Clem's reduced to a bunch of long-distance mining. I guess he could resaturate the top left base if he wanted. Clem on the offensive, found a bunch of morphing Banelings. That's nice. That's nice. 22 minutes in. There you go. Remaking the Banelings in a slightly safer location, Solar is. Nidus in the same location as the first time. That is in view, though. Clem can see that one. It's like a pixel over too far to the right. Solar reestablishing that he's got a 9 o'clock, which I think Clem is going to want to deal with. But Crackling's taking down a sensor tower, missile turret, casually causing massive problems to the infrastructure of the Terran. More Widowmines getting picked out of the ground. They're getting kills, but the Widowmines are getting killed as well. 59 of them have died today, which is crazy pants. 42,000 losses, 42,000 losses for Solar, and 28,000 for Clem. But I think Solar has the upper hand at this stage of the game. I mean, he's basically been able to expand to the 3 o'clock. The 9 o'clock is alive, but for how long? I mean, Clem really wants that thing to die. He has established his interest in it dying. Ooh, pathogen glands coming in. Maybe you are going to try to toss some fungals down. Dude, look at this guy. Are you kidding me? Oh, he saves the 9 o'clock this time. Good on you, Solar. Really, really well done. Oh, but the Baneling bomb. I think Clem might just be done here. I know he's maxed out. I understand that, but I do not see a path forward for the young Frenchman. He's doing his best here, but that top left base is going to die, and I think that might just be your GG. Yeah, there's not anything to... Wait, what are you doing? Really? Okay, yeah, he's going in. He has enough. Ling's free inside your main. Trying to use Marauders to deal with this. The Liberators are clearing out individual Zerglings, which is okay. It's free, basically, yeah. Liberator firing away. 24 more SCVs have died. 88 SCVs have gone down today. Dude, this is... Is this game deserving of an epic tag? I mean, look, Clem's down to 20 minerals. I don't think I want to epic tag this one. I think this has just been... It's a really good back and forth macro game. Don't get me wrong, but I just think in the end, Solar is just economically too much for Clem here. The Fusion Core is going to die. Another Nidus comes up. When a Zerg player starts spamming Nidus Worms everywhere, they're feeling pretty confident in their ability to win this match. And there's your burrow. Some of them burrow, and he sends some of them out, right? He's like, oh, no, you got all of us. Look. And 9 o'clock hatch dies again. Part 3, third time today. Nukes on the way from Clem. But just too many ghosts dying to things like Lings and Banelings and Lurkers, and there's just blue everywhere on the map. Clem's getting pushed into a tighter, and closer corner. His orbital command tries to expand down the left side. Hiders are trying to shut that thing down if they can. The Lings popped out of their burrow status and took down an armory. Hot stuff. This orbital's going to expand, or escape rather. But like, Solar's been left alone, except for this 9 o'clock position, for so long. For so long today. And once again, pulling back to deal with this Nidus as Clem's army, harried and desperate as they are. Enhanced shockwaves in production. Ah, this push is so good from Solar. The Liberators get picked out. Parasitic Bomb is being used to get rid of them too, but the Hydra count's high enough to deal with it as is. Clem is being pushed into an absolute terrible position to be in, being down 187. And I think that might just be your GG. This is too much Zerg, too little Terran. This orbital's dying. More SCVs going out, trying to snipe his way out of this, but no! Solar comes out on top in 26 minutes, takes down the young player Clem in an absolutely disgusting game. Who is still here? Wow. I mean, okay, normally if the resources lost looks like this, 66,000 for the Zerg and 46,000 for the Terran in about 20 minutes, yeah, that's usually going to be a Terran win. But nah, man, that was 129 SCVs died, 5 planetaries, 3 command centers, and 2 orbitals today. That's crazy to me. And 4 hatcheries died. I think all of those were, well, 3 of them were the 9 o'clock base, and 1 was, yes, the 3rd getting killed. It was coming up. But if you only kill 23 drones, I mean, it's extremely difficult. Extremely difficult to take down a Zerg player in 27 minutes. I mean, 12 Nidus Worms died, but some of those were, I mean, not that hard to kill. Tried going for the nukes, but it was too little too late. So yeah, Solar gets the upper hand pretty effectively in this game. And then Clem fights his way back, fights and scratches and claws, and turns it into a 27-minute match, but loses in the end. I mean, you can't ask for more in a ZVT than that. I guess if you're a Terran, you could ask for a Terran win. Absolutely true, but man. Whew, my heart's beating a little bit faster. That was a ton of fun. Clem games are always fun. I should just cast Clem every day. Anytime there's a Terran involved, let's get Clem. Right? He is so awesome. All right. Muy excelente. That is going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void and a Patreon cast. Go ahead, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. You take care of yourself.